Hey everyone, welcome. Happy New Year. I'm recording this at the beginning of 2022 and I have been quiet for a couple weeks and wanted to just share some thoughts and ideas that are bubbling up. I know that this is the time of year when many people are thinking about what they want to create in their next year. I've had many people share with me that this is a year that they would love to call in romantic love. And so I'd like to give you some tips because there are a lot of misunderstandings that can come with dating and relationship. And if we're not aware that these things are misunderstandings, lies, maybe stories we bought from other people or the world, then it's easy to then feel disappointed and frustrated and wonder if what you want is even possible. So I'd like to give you more direct guidance around this so that you're not giving up on love and throwing away your dreams. So let's talk about this. First, I want to share with you a little bit of the energy of 2022 because this is very different than 2021. But what's kind of magical about it is that in 2021, so many people were waking up through the experience of the pandemic and everything that was happening in lockdowns and, isolation. There was this awareness of, wow, okay, relationship is important. I mean, we really do, as beings, long to connect, and having that in life is really nurturing to our bodies. And in fact, as beings, we are here to connect, and that's what nurtures us and makes life fulfilling. And if you don't want a romantic relationship, there's still a lot of other connections. But I'm guessing if you're in this circle that there is that desire for a romantic relationship. So in 2021, there was a lot of waking up to that. The awareness that this is not something frivolous, not something to make ourselves feel like, oh, I'm selfish if I want that. It's something really that is an important part of our experience on earth. In fact, I think it's the most sacred thing we can have is being connected and seen and adored by another. Hello, if you're joining, say hi. Oh, hey, Kristen. Yay. I'd love to connect with you. So that part was really kind of cool. I was really amazed. And in fact, in the pandemic, my business grew. It didn't shrink. A lot of businesses disappeared and went away, and mine grew because this is such a powerful thing. Now we're entering into 2022. Notice all those twos, the 222. That's, relationship. 1 and 1. That's two people. So there is this momentum, this supportive energy in the cosmos and in the numerology, in the space for actually actualizing relationship. Yes, it is sacred. I agree. And so this is kind of cool. I mean, I noticed this space in 2022 is so different. And I know that my business will probably be really different as a result. And I feel a lot more space, a lot more relaxation. And so I wonder what we can create with dating and actually actualizing a love relationship that is different now because of this. Yay! Love having everyone here. Thanks for Thanks for your comments. It always really fuels my conversations. So I was just putting down a couple things. I honestly didn't plan this that much, but I was like, I really kind of missed reaching out and sharing things with you, and a lot of new things have been popping. So one of the things that I think is really key to remember, I'm going to share with you 5 things. One of the things about dating and relationships. So even when you get into that super loved relationship, you meet your person and you're having fun, there's a whole cycle in that. But that when you're looking at that, and I know I speak from the super love perspective, that this is about raising the bar and actually being honest with yourself around what really matters to you and what lights you up and what kind of lifestyle would work for you, so that you're not thinking, well, if I'm going to have a relationship, I'm going to have to give up that or compromise with this or da, da, da. Like that's a very limited and sort of this world's point of view around relationship, when actually, you know, if you have that desire for something and your weirdness and quirks and gifts and creations and lifestyle are something that you haven't seen out in the world with other couples, or you haven't met someone who totally matches that, that doesn't mean it's not possible. So giving yourself this space of honoring who you are in that desire. Super love, what does that look like? The super loved relationship is the one where you are seen for you. And that first starts with you. I mean, this is not a surprise for this community. I know that, you know, you really have to have that kind, loving, intimate relationship with yourself, honoring who you be, what it is that works for you, and not thinking that you have to put yourself into a box of, oh, this is what a man wants, or this is what a woman wants if you're looking for a woman. I mean, whatever the kind of pictures that are out there around relationship through movies or through TV or whatever you have seen, that doesn't mean that that's your relationship. You have to get honest with you, get into the space to listen and really have that honest conversation with yourself to say, okay, what is it that I would love? So the super love relationship is honoring that with you first. And then it's, you know, opening up to being able to have a relationship where you're with someone, or you're looking for someone who cherishes your weirdness and your creativity and your success and everything about you. I know for me, there were so many things that I made wrong about me that I was trying to hide. Like, I thought I was too weird. I thought I wasn't sexy enough. I thought that, you know, my voice was weird. I thought that, you know, the fact that I had tiny little dogs was too much. And I sort of felt like I had to navigate around all these things in order to make someone like me. And that actually cut me off from everything that my person was looking for. So once I was able to go, okay, this is me. And actually, this is really what the gift that I bring to a relationship, was then that things started flowing in a different direction. So it's honoring you. It's knowing that the super love relationship is about being with someone who gets you, being with someone who has that growth mindset, someone who is, you know, available, someone who is responsive to you, someone who has that kindness. And sometimes if you're someone who has been in relationships that have felt, you know, dramatic or painful or intense in ways that may not be favorable, but there's like this intensity of the energy or a lot of drama, then actually being with someone who is really available and nice and easy to be around sometimes seems boring. So there is some inner work that we do in my Super Love program that supports, really being able to receive that super loved relationship. Because if you're only used to receiving a certain quality of relationship, sometimes you can't even recognize these other things. So, that was a great question. Whoever asked that, thank you. So really, the super love relationship is that secure, healthy relationship that matches you. So the first thing I wanted to share is that there is no secret place that you can go where there are all these ideal, perfect people. I'm sure when I say that, you all are saying okay, I don't do that. Well, interestingly, I get questions every day from women all around the world. What dating site should I use? What app should I use? What's the right one? And then, they'll come back and maybe say something like, and I don't like saying they, but I've heard this a lot where people will say, oh, well, I tried this dating site and this is why it was, and this specific dating site was full of these crazy people. I mean, it's the craziest thing I've ever experienced, and they're so bad, and all these scammers bad, and all of these reasons to try to convince me that this specific dating site is so bad. And I'll say that honestly, it's really not about that. There's not in a utopian ideal dating site. So when you are in a place where you're not on the defense to try to look for all the wrongness and protect against getting hurt, or looking for the problems, or, really fighting to make sure you don't do it wrong this time, that's actually the world you're going to see. So every single dating site is going to have the whole spread of people. And every single dating site will have mostly 97%, 98 maybe percent of people who are not your person, really not your person. And that's not a problem. In fact, that's perfect. That's exactly what it's meant to be, because when you're in this place and you're doing this kind of, you're making this kind of ask to create a super love relationship, and you're doing the steps that, show you who your person is, who the person is, the life that you would have with a person like that, and really getting into that, then it's a special person. It's a really special person. And so please know that, the truth about dating is that most people out there are not your person. So imagine what it would be like to be dating when you know that, okay, 98% of these people are not going to be attractive to me, interesting to me, or meet my caliber, or meet the kind of life I want to live with someone in my future in love. Then you don't have to resist or react or fight or use a lot of energy to explain why it's not working. So letting go of that is an amazing freedom. So that's just one point I'm sharing today. That's one. There's no utopian ideal dating site or place. And I still am a big advocate of dating sites, because why not? I mean, people say, yeah, but that's not organic. I want to meet someone organically. I want to meet someone who, whatever this organic thing cracks me up so much, because we've been in technology. I mean, dating sites have been around now for over 20 years. And this is just a normal part of our society now. We wouldn't even imagine not having a cell phone, or not, using Zoom and computers and doing all the things that we do now. This is just part of what our life is. And it's okay to leverage that. It's actually a great benefit because a lot of people are doing a lot of things online, and it's efficient, and it's one tool in your toolbox. It definitely doesn't cancel out you being in the world and still having your potential bumping into someone at a coffee shop dream, if that's what you're looking for. It doesn't cancel that out by any means. So next up is number 2. The number 2 point that I want to share with you in this that is key, and this is basically a training I'm doing right now. The number 2 is when you make that decision to say, you know what, I'm excited to meet someone. I'm going to put myself out there. Maybe you get your profile done, which is something I do in my Super Love program with my clients. We get people set up. I help them write their profile. I do an interview. We get it all set up, so that it is matching who they are and who their person is, because those are two things. You got to be able to share who you are, but you also want to help your person find you. So you have both of those things working for you in your words and in your presentation of you. When you invest in that, and you're investing in paying for the site or paying for coaching or both, then that's kind of a big space in a way. It's like, okay, I've invested in this. And then the key here is to remember that this is not like you invest and instantly find a relationship. Can that happen? Absolutely. But it takes time to get to know someone. So for many people, they, do the coaching, they do the inner work, they get their profile set up, they put themselves out there, and then they're on it for 2 weeks and they're like, well, what's wrong? Like, why isn't this working? Okay, I guess I can't have them. What am I going to have to do now to make it happen? And the key is to remember that this is not a sprint. This is about, sifting and sorting and finding people who you're curious about, and anyone you're not curious about, you just let it float by and enjoy your life in the meantime. Because I've seen people many times, from doing the inner work, find someone a lot faster. And I'll say all of this in the bigger picture helps you find love faster. And it still takes time. You're going to be meeting people, getting to know people, and then seeing, okay, who does this person sort of inspire me? Or am I looking forward to seeing this person again? Is this person someone who, are you interested in each other? And there's kind of this dance of getting to know someone, and there's some skills required there too. I mean, it takes skills to be dating and in relationship, and that's another class. But the point I'm making here is that, yeah, there's this investment, and then there may be like, I see a lot of people kind of dip into this place where they're like, oh no, what if this doesn't happen? I didn't see anyone I liked, and I've been on it for a week. And it can be easy for the inner critics to come in and hijack the brain and go, oh, see, it's not working. That's when you want to be able to have the mindset and tools to go, wait a second. No, I am choosing to have my love relationship. I am sticking with this, and I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up on love. I know that if I have this desire that my person is out there, and that I wouldn't have this desire without the means to connect to my person. So I hope this is landing. Please comment if you're listening and this is helping, let me know. Then the third point. So the second point is to just know that it's kind of normal to have sort of a dip and like have the inner critics come in a little bit and make you feel like, oh, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy into that. And you just go, I'm going to keep on keeping on and stay true to my vision and look for people who align with that. Yes. Okay. So the third one is, if you want to meet people, you got to meet people. And this is a very simple point. sometimes I have people come into groups and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. And they put it on their vision board, but there's really no action that is supporting that. So are you taking steps towards that? If you're not really sure what steps you need to take, or if you have a sense that there may be something in the way, that's when I would say, hey, let's have a call. That's why I'm here. I'm here to support you in changing that. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing. I do this day in and day out. I help people get past their barriers, and everybody's had different experiences in life and have different sort of stories that come up, and there are powerful ways we can work with the subconscious to do that. So if you notice that you'd like to meet someone, but you're not actually taking any steps towards that, and I dare say that the sort of hoping and wishing that's not a step. You want to take more steps towards it. So if you want to meet people, you got to meet people. If you're not doing that, make a choice to have some ease with it, and having ease with it is something I can help you do. And then the fourth one is, what is this one? Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, ultimately, when it comes to dating, and certainly I would say this is more prevalent in the dating a little bit later in life, like maybe late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and up, right? So if you are, and I say that because if you're not having fun dating, or you've had relationships that didn't work out and you're putting yourself out there again, there can be sort of a rawness that comes with that. And I would say, in order to have fun dating, you actually have to be quite different with dating. And this means that what most people are doing in the dating world who have, had some relationships already, you're not in your teens, you're not in your 20s, you're not in your early 30s, you've experienced life a bit, that it can be easy to buy into and get sucked into the complaining and the drama that comes with dating. And I see this a lot, and that is something that I truly value about creating the Super Love community, which is that, we're really focused on moving forward. We're focused on leveraging our consciousness and consciously creating a different reality. If you are dipping into online dating, or if you're using your girlfriends as dating coaches, most people go to drama. It's just true. Most people around dating, especially later in life, will go to horror stories, drama, complaining, and negativity. And if you get sucked into that, then dating is going to suck. It just will. So, it's a pretty seductive wave. So I'm encouraging you to know that in order to have fun dating, it takes not buying into what everybody else is doing around it. What you need to do has to be you making the choice for fun. And it's just extra intense. This topic of dating just comes with so many judgments, so many fears, so much drama and pain for many people. And a lot of people just habitually do that. So I really encourage you, as being a part of this community, to know that you don't have to choose that you get to have something else. And when people go into that, you can either change the subject, maybe you sneeze and drop something and then start talking about something else. Or you have a mantra, or, be in community that supports you in being empowered with your dating. Being empowered with dating so that you're not playing the game of the trauma stuff. So, yes. Yay. Thanks, Kristen, for saying that. Yes, so true. I know. That's a biggie. It's a biggie, and it's a challenging one because it takes some discipline. And then we have the final one, which is a real fun tip for dating. And that is, I think sometimes when we hear the word dating or flirting or meeting people, it can seem sort of baffling. It's like, oh, okay, so I got to get it right, or I have to know if this is the right person, or what do I say? What do I do? How do I impress? Like, there's a lot of proving energy and things around that can end up being daunting. And I'm going to simplify it for you. And you're going to be so happy you heard this, which is all you need to do is just be interested. Just be interested in people. And that doesn't mean you have to pick every person you see to date. Like if you're going online and you're seeing a lot of people, then you don't have to be interested in everyone, but let your curiosity drive you and just start a first date being interested in the person. It also doesn't mean you have to talk the whole time or be an interviewer. It's just an energy of being interested. Some people may like the word curiosity. Some people may like the word wonder. I was very excited about this word interested because it's really easy to just be interested in someone. And so how can you make this so much easier and take the pressure off your body? I noticed that a lot of the things people do around dating, like if we took every single thing that I said and sort of do the opposite thing, like put the pressure on, oh my God, I should find a dating site that has all these quality people. And if I don't, then, oh my God, it's not going to happen. And so the drama throughout all of the points that I made, if you take that all off the table and you're just knowing that your person is special, knowing that every dating site is going to have the whole spectrum of people, and you're just looking for ones that inspire you, and knowing that the natural space of dating includes maybe some dips of like, and then, but staying the course, staying true to your vision, staying, keeping your eye on what it is that you're asking for, which is meeting someone who contributes to your life and you contribute to theirs, and it's fun and uplifting, and being willing to meet people. If you want to meet people, you meet people, and making the choice to not buy into what everybody else is doing with dating, choosing to have that empowered community. And yes, Kristen says, I need to be in a community that's empowered. Yes. And I would love to have you join us in Super Love, because that's a biggie. And then the final one is like, what if you just have a simple tool for dating, which is being interested in someone and seeing what that creates. You meet someone, you notice that they're not, exactly if you notice that you're kind of curious still at the end of a date, you just ask yourself, hey, would I look forward to going out with this person again? Answer it for yourself. They're probably going to be sort of doing their own thing, and either they're interested too or not. They may self-eject themselves. They may just, not show up, and that's not about you. So you don't have to go into drama about that either. I mean, this whole thing with ghosting is interesting because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I was ghosted here and there." And how many times have you ghosted someone? I mean, really, the real reason why people ghost people is because they don't know what to do. They don't want to hurt someone's feelings, and it's just not a match. And do we care? Not really. Like, if you could get to the place where it's just kind of, all right, they have their desires, you have yours. Even if you think that that person is a good match for you, if they don't think that you're a good match for them, it's still not about you. It's about them. So that's another conversation. But it's kind of good to dip into. And how much can we create this year to just really be kind to ourselves and let this be what I am on a mission for more women to get, which is a space to play into love. And that's with you, that's with dating, that's with your life, that's with your relationship when you have it, because it's not that you meet your person and it's like happily ever after. It's still your life. You're still living your life. You're experiencing things with that person. It may last years. It may last months. It may last till you exit the planet. Who knows? But ultimately, it's about the journey, no matter where you are in the process. And I see so many people create amazing relationships from this place. And every time there's something about it, something when they meet their person, they look back and they're like, wow, there's often a surprise, either a surprise that I never would have thought I could do online dating, or I never would have thought that, I would meet someone this great, or I never would have thought that fill in the blank. There's a lot of that. So if you're interested, I actually wasn't doing this specifically to like present any products or anything, but if there's something that's sparking for you, let's have a conversation and talk about what you can create. You may want to join the Super Love community and get one-on-one support. You may want to be part of some of the other programs that are coming up. I'm going to do another 30-day program soon that'll support you in getting the mindset and tools for dating. If you're part of Super Loved programs, you get that anyway. And I'll also have a course starting in March, probably, that's more of a group course that you can take and learn more about this whole way of being with relationship and dating. And I call it the art and the consciousness of finding the one. So I'll put a link in case you're still watching this. And I'd love to get to know you and see you in the group or anywhere else. I can't wait to learn more about you. I'm interested in you. I can't wait to learn more about what you desire and what you would like to create in your love life. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you really soon. Bye, everyone.